So this is a Sahara SG520 Monochrome Medi ATX, and we're going to start with the top. So LED, USB 3.0, USB 2.0, microphone, headphone connections, USB again 2.0, reset button, power button. It has a filter on the top. Most cases nowadays have filters on the top. I did find that a bit sharp. Just thought I'd let you know, it's a bit sharp on the edges. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's a bit sharp. Apart from that, so far so good. Backside has a nice bit of ventilation down one end, so I'm guessing you could put in a water cooling system in there. On the back panel, or the far back panel, here again, we have the standard connections made in China, so that'd be for holding in your graphics cards, whatever devices. A nice big space for your power supply. A very big space actually. So I would imagine we'd get a full size one in now. And we have a black and white theme going on at the front, or the front side. Nice white there, nice and clear. And again on the front side panel, or I don't know whether it's a front side or back side or what, with a logo of SAHARAGAMING, and I quite like that actually. That's very nice. On the bottom, again we have another filter, I think. Or is it a fixed one? That is a fixed. No, it can't be. Surely, is it? No, it's not. It's not a fixed one. It's just a bit difficult to get off. So that is a little bit tight to get off, or it's a bit difficult to get your nail behind it to put it off. But it does come off. And we have some cable management tie connections there as well, which is very nice. Again, some good ventilation. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit difficult to get that off. I suppose it's not a bad thing, is it? At least you know it ain't going to, get caught up and just come off easily, because it's not easy, but it does come off. It's just a bit difficult. There you go. Right, undo the back panel and see what package you get with it. Cable ties, some screws, your standard screws, your offsets, the usual sort of stuff that you would get with this. We have typical connection, USB 3.0 front panel connection, your standard motherboard connections, and HD audio and USB connection. That'll be for the top as well, for your headphones, anything like that. So you have a little mount there for an SD card, very good. You can probably mount another one there. You could probably put one inside and also maybe even connect one on top at the same time. So I'm just looking around. You can see that. I'm just looking around. So you could get a hard drive in now, but I would have thought that would have been an SD one. You're definitely not going to get in a full size one, are you? You're definitely not. But you could mount one on there, on top, like so. See that? Cable management, perfect. So I would bring that down there, hopefully, or try and bring that over there and then down there, or even down there. So that maybe that cable would go down there because it'd be nice and neat and out of the way. And maybe these cables would run down there again to make it look nice, and so they don't get picked up from the outside. We are going to be doing a build as well, but for now we're just having a quick look around and see exactly what you get for your money and how easy it is to take apart. Right, let's have a go now. That's it. Oh, very good. We have a little extension now to slot into there, which makes sense. So that would go something like that. Yes. And then you push that in, do that screw up. Yes, okay. That makes perfect sense. It's not a bad idea, actually. Right, let's lay it down. There's no real rough edges, although that screw's sticking up there. But apart from that, she feels fine. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 standoffs at the moment. You may need to add another 3, maybe. You need to check your motherboard for that. You could put a water cooling system in there. Now this supports up to 360mm all-in-one water cooling system, 170mm PSU and 250mm PSU height, just in case you need to know that. So you should be able to get most power supplies in here, and it should suit most people for water cooling systems if you want to do all-in-one water cooling system, which is one of my favourites. It's very easy to do. Also, I've noticed it doesn't come with any fans, but you have a fan controller, LED controller, yeah, for your LED lighting. So you will need at some point to install some hardware like fans and obviously power supply and computer components. So with that in mind, let's do a build and see exactly what she looks like, and see also how easy it is to actually install all the components in this little
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls, I feel like life is on hold, perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie, you'll find that out in some time. But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die. Is this an argument or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. I know that things seem bad, but they could be much worse. There's always someone else who has a greater curse, a greater thirst, a hunger, pain, and mercy. Just find whatever you got and try to be thankful first. I wanna feel again, I need a couple friends. I never really understood just how the story ends, but I can feel it's tense, don't know the consequence. The volatility of life, my only confidence. Is this an argument or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all.
So final thoughts. Yeah, I like it. It's easy to work on. It's nice that I've got plenty of room, depending on the size of the actual motherboard itself. But with this motherboard set up, it was very easy to install everything, and it looks clean as well. Now, one of the things you might be thinking, well, it didn't come with no fans. Yes, it does. There are 3 different options. You can get the lowest one, which is this one, which has no fans, and it costs, at the time of making this video, around about £50. So it's not expensive. It's good value for money, in my opinion. There's a second option with some RGB, and also a third option for RGB. So you have 3 options. Now, if you go for the option with no fans, you will need to buy yourself a controller, and I would recommend you buy their controller, and I would also recommend you should buy their fans to go with that controller, because it probably won't work with any other fans, and vice versa. Things I like about it, it's easy to install the hardware. It's got its own RGB switch, providing you use their controller. Obviously, well, hopefully it's obvious, or you need some sort of 2-pin connection like it has with this. I think you could probably use it on different controllers, but I'm not sure on that, so don't quote me on that one. I might be totally wrong. Yeah, it's very easy to use. I like the RGB. I like the fact that you can do quite a different scenarios of RGB. Let me just quickly show you what I mean by that. You know, you've got different patterns, you know, loads of different patterns, and you know, it looks quite nice. The only downside is you can't actually control the patterns. They are all preset, but there is quite a variety there, and it should suit most people, hopefully, fingers crossed. And you can get a good range of actual fans in there. I've got what, 3, 4, I've got 7 in there at the moment. You can put it probably at least 10 in there if you wanted to. But I've gone for this configuration, so I have 4 blowing in and 3 blowing out. Oh, plus that one there as well. Forgot about that one. But yeah, let me know what you think. Do you like the case? Would you like to see more builds like this? Do you like SAHARAGAMING? Also, I will be sticking links in the video description, not just for the case, but for all the components I've used. Now, one of the things that will pop up will be the installation of drives. Now, looking on the back side of it, I put in an SSD. I have an M.2 actually built into the motherboard, or installed into the motherboard. You can install another M.2 because there is another slot there for another caddy for your SSD. It didn't actually come with the actual cage, it only showed one cage. Well, whether you may have to buy that separately, I'm not 100% sure, because this hasn't been out that long. The other thing is, it does say that you can install 2 full-size drives, and I believe you have to put them on the bottom, on here, where the power supply goes. So there's actual screw holes there for hard drives to be installed. Again, you will have to buy some sort of cage for them. Looking at that, it doesn't actually come with a cage, but it comes with all the screws for your fans, for your motherboard. It also comes with risers as well, so you get all your little screws that you should need for your motherboard, for your installation of your motherboard, and for your fans. And yeah, I think it looks nice and clean. I like the idea behind this. They've gone for a monochrome effect, and I think I've done it, black and white, except for the RGB on the actual RAM sticks. I didn't adjust them or play about them. I haven't installed no software for them, but there is a Windows operating system already installed on this kit as well. And also I quite like the back as well. Let me quickly just turn it around, see if I can actually show you. Again, I've gone for a black and white theme. See that? Yeah, a white power supply and a black case. Yeah, it looks very nice. Also like the edging as well. There's only a thin bit of glass running down there, and yeah, it looks really cool. So with that, let's get a colour up that I like, or let's go for the white. So with that, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Consider subscribing. It does help the channel keep on growing. It allows me to carry on making videos like this. Thanks very much for watching.